So good morning, good morning, good morning. We welcome you to Travelpreneurs in the Making. We are so excited that you are here. Whether you are watching this live or you are watching the replay, we are just so excited for you taking the time. I promise it will be worth your time. So my name is Lanisha Marie, aka the Fly Coach. It stands for Fulfilling Living Year Round because the goal is to thrive in every area of life. And just a quick background about me. So travel is my love language. I absolutely love to travel. I have been a flight attendant in my previous years. And so now being able to come back full circle and be back in this industry and be able to marry not only my coaching business and my travel division, I'm just so excited. Of course, my niche is adults only, all inclusive, always luxury and unique destinations because I love getting out and showing people different parts of the world that you may not ever even think about, while also taking my clients around the globe. And so it's called Goals Around the Globe. And so we're excited to be able to go ahead and spend this time with you today. So, who is this perfect for? If you have a passion for travel and adventure, you're in the right place. And so, if this is you, go ahead and put yes in the chat. We want to definitely know that we're talking to the right people and we have the right people in the room. If you are intrigued by the idea of turning travel into a profitable business, you're in the right space. If you want to learn actionable steps to start and grow a travel related business, you are in the right place. If you have the desire for flexibility and the joy of being an entrepreneur, or if you are interested in adding a travel related feature or service to your existing business, then you are in the right space. So, again, if any of these bullet points apply to you, go ahead and say me in the chat. And we're excited. So stick and stay with us as we go ahead and talk to you about exactly why or what the benefits are of adding a travel division to your business. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to move myself out of the way right now. I'm going to bring up someone who you absolutely have to meet. She is my coach and my mentor. She hails out of the Sunshine State of Arizona. She is the founder of Be Well Traveled and Lifestyle Magazine, a 30 plus year entrepreneur. I call her, she's the master connector of all connectors, the retreat master who has learned how to leverage the travel business in her business for over 7 years. So I want to go ahead and bring up my coach, Carmen Ray. Come on up and take it away.
Thank you so much, Lanisha. I just am so excited to be sharing this platform with you today. And thank you all. If you catch this on the replay, if you catch it on YouTube or any place that this information will be posted, just put in the comments. Let us know what brought you here today. And as Lanisha shared, this is an opportunity for you literally to take an existing business and incorporate travel. And as a 30 plus year entrepreneur, that's exactly what I did. I was already hosting women retreats. I already understood the power of entrepreneurship. But 7 years ago, I found out that, wow, it's a way that I could literally work smarter instead of harder. And I could incorporate a travel commission along with the retreats I was already hosting. So I really am super excited about working with entrepreneurs that already have an existing business and showing you how you can integrate travel and you can literally serve your clients, your customer base at a whole different level. So let's talk about it a little bit. Why travel? Why now? Travel is the number one search topic on the internet. You know, between those hours of 9 to 5 when you should be at work, we cannot help but to kind of escape and think about our next travel experience. So while people are on their breaks or sneaking in a break, guess what they're looking up, guys? They're looking up travel. It is sweet to have a business that people are literally scouring the internet looking for you. And travel is an $8 trillion industry expected to increase to 15 trillion in the next 10 years. Individuals like to travel or would like to travel if they had more time or financial resources. Rarely do we find someone that if we say, if time and money was not an issue, what would you do? Most people are going to say, I would travel more. And so this is a vehicle that will allow you to be able to do just that. And it also gives us access to three freedoms that sometimes as adults, we forget that we do have access to these three freedoms. Time freedom. Imagine that, being able to get up when you're ready to get up, or being able to get up when you're inspired. It's amazing how I recall when I'm working a job, it seemed like the mornings come so fast. I'm dreading it. I'm dragging out of the bed. But since I have been a full-time entrepreneur, listen, I don't have a problem getting up at 4:30 in the morning. It's just something different about being on a mission for something that you are excited about. And so don't get me wrong, this is definitely not a bash or job day, because we know that those jobs are, sacred to maintaining our financial stability and our household. But we still need to know that there is absolutely another way. So you're going to be able to get access to time freedom, personal freedom, and financial freedom. And it will not happen overnight. But if you learn your product about how people can travel better for less, and you really create and curate these amazing travel experiences, that is what's going to put you on the pathway of those three freedoms. And we are in the memory making business for families and clients. Speaking of a memory, when I first started this business, one of my best memories is one of my business partners. She had just gotten her certification with Disney. Yep. And it was such a wonderful experience. With her certification, she was able to come and experience Disney as an insider. And as an insider, she was able to invite a few people. So she invited me along with one of our business partners. And can I tell you, that was my first cruise. And just know, as a travel professional, you get all kinds of benefits of traveling and experiencing cruises, resorts, and so much more. And when you're traveling as an insider, it's a whole different experience. So whoever invited you today, you want to make sure you get back to them and say, Carmen mentioned traveling like an insider, so they can give you the background information on that. And we're going to go into what are some of the other reasons? What are some of the other reasons why travel is something to really take serious? And that is because the diverse opportunities available in the industry. You heard I just mentioned cruising. Some people really like to specialize in resorts. Lanisha specializes in luxury travel. So that gives her an opportunity to really serve her clients, her coaching clients, at a whole different level. So just open your mind of solo travel, wellness travel, all of that. And travel is so huge, you don't need to expect that you're going to do it all, but you can definitely identify the travel experiences that you want to specialize in. And then you're going to learn how to identify your niche and your target audience. Simple and effective strategies to monetize your travel business, tips on creating compelling content, leveraging social media for growth, and practical steps to set up and manage your travel business with ease. So when we talk about leverage, guys, think about the things that you're already doing. So the multiplier effect, right? So I mentioned earlier that I specialize in retreats. So I was already booking these hotels, these resorts. I was already doing that. So now we got the multiplier effect. Now, instead of me just being compensated for a person's registration, now I'm able to earn commission on those retreat host locations, those hotels. So think about, in your existing business, what are you offering that you can create that multiplier effect right along by adding a travel division to your business. And then you're going to have enhanced client relationships, because now you're going to be able to take care of their needs. So one of my new business partners here in Phoenix, Arizona, she is a salon owner, and she said, it's getting pretty old. She's been in the business for years, and guess where people stop when they're getting ready to travel? One of our first stops is going to be at the barber shop or the hair salon. So now she is building her travel business where she could take those clients, and as she's doing their hair with all of these different styles, travel styles, because if we're going to the Caribbean, a lot of us, we want to get those braids. So you may be in that chair 3 or 4 hours. She's talking to her clients now about her travel business. So open your mind and think about how you can literally incorporate travel in your existing business. And so it's going to also give you a competitive edge, because you're going to have a whole new service that you're able to introduce to your clients and other business people in your business network. So now I want Lanisha to kind of give us some more ideas on what we can do to leverage in this business.
All right. Thank you, Coach, for sharing that. And it goes right along with what we've kind of learned in this business is that if you don't have an online business, then you are not in business. And we want to talk to you about the power of social media and storytelling. So if you are an entrepreneur or aspiring entrepreneur, then I cannot tell you how important social media is to your business. Even if you just pick one platform. I tell individuals you don't necessarily have to master all of them at the same time. Just pick one where your target audience is and speak to them where they are. I can't tell you when you are if we have anyone that has social media, go ahead and put it in the chat and say, I have a social media, and let us know which platforms you're on or which ones that you utilize. Because I always know there's like a 0.001% of population that is not on social media. So I don't want to exclude you from this conversation, but definitely want to bring you into it. And so when you're scrolling on social media, you literally could be scrolling for less than 5 minutes, and it's more than likely that you are going to see a picture of some place that someone's traveled. You're going to see a comment or some post of someone talking about some place that they've recently gone, or you're going to see comments about people talking about where they would like to travel in those bucket list destinations. And so it is a definite showstopper or scroll stopper, I should say, when you start leveraging travel on your social media platform, and it brings increased brand visibility and awareness, because now individuals are going to be a little bit more intrigued about what you're talking about. You could literally have any type of business and you could put a caption on that says and relate it to travel in some way, shape, or form, and it will make sense. I promise you that. And so I know we have food travel experts here. You can talk about food and travel. You can talk about going on a hike and traveling. You can talk about Carmen said, being the retreats and creating those experiences. You can talk about, being a musician and how where your clients are traveling to. I've also seen nail techs say, hey, my clients are going to XYZ and these are their nails. So you can leverage it in so many different ways. And it'll now bring individuals into your world and realm of influence, and they'll want to dig a little bit deeper to see what you're talking about. And so definitely begin utilizing that social media in your business if you are not already, and show up consistently. I tell business owners often, we can't just post one time. If you post one time and expect the world to see it, we have to post some more. And so please, if this is an area that you need to work on, we're going to ask that question at the end, which of these categories do you think that you can utilize more? We want you to start thinking about that now. Another benefit of leveraging travel in your business are the tax and financial incentives. Now, I won't get into the nitty gritty details of this here because we are not accountants. We are not tax professionals, but we highly recommend that you get with your accountant or tax professional and ask them about the benefits of owning a home based business and how you could leverage travel in your business. As I mentioned, I am a coach. And so my goal is to take my clients around the globe. And so, how can I leverage and how can I utilize that as a tax financial benefit? You want to learn more about that. And then the last thing is continuous learning and development. I cannot stress how much I have personally grown since I've added a travel division, just being in a larger network because we know it's all about networking and collaboration, but being able to just learn and develop both as a personal and in my professional life has been extremely beneficial to my business and myself. And when you travel, I always say the world is a classroom. When you get a chance to get outside of your area, of your hometown, of your city where you reside, and you're able to go and visit different cities, different countries, domestically or internationally, you can be exposed to what other people are doing that you would have never maybe even found out. I tell people all the time, one of the best places that I love and enjoy in the United States is New Mexico. And every time I say that, people are like, what do you mean? But it's a different culture, a different vibe. It's a beautiful views. And when you get out, you're able to, it's something that happens with your mind. It just expands because it's like information overload and you're able to take in new ideas and learn about different people, places, cultures, and how you can start leveraging that in your business. And so for the individuals that are interested in taking and scaling their business from a local to a global business, it is so important to know what other individuals are doing, what other countries and cities and places are doing in order to speak to those areas. Because as we mentioned before, we have to learn how to speak to our target market, but our target market is not just in our city. And so those are just some of the benefits, the 6 benefits that we wanted to pull out. Now, of course, this is not an all-inclusive list. There's more things that you can absolutely think of, but out of the 6 things that we discussed this morning, if you can pick just one, what is an area that you would like to grow and develop more in your business or where you can see an added benefit? Go ahead and put that in the chat for me. Because we are coming to the end. As I mentioned, we wanted to make this short, sweet, impactful, and effective. And we just wanted to talk to you about the benefits of adding a travel division to what you are already doing, or to the individuals that are interested in becoming an entrepreneur, how this could be a value add as well. So definitely travel more. I see in the chat, definitely travel more. And Wendy is on the line. She says definitely travel more. She is Travel Goals. I definitely encourage you to follow her. She is always going on someone's ship. She is going places. And so I always love and watching your social media content as well. So Coach, I'm going to ask you to come back on up as we
Yes.
begin wrapping this up, just to see if anyone has any questions, if you want to share any last minute things that maybe we didn't discuss.
Yes, absolutely, because this is like what's next, what's possible. So I'm going to ask Wendy Campbell, who has been a business partner of mine now for years, who has totally taken travel to the next level. I want you all to understand today that price is what you pay, but value is what you get. So Wendy is a person that has totally maximized this travel in a successful way. Talk a little bit about your background, Wendy, and how has travel expanded you personally and professionally?
Oh, thank you so much, Carmen. Definitely. I am a native of Arizona. I lived in Atlanta for several years before moving back here in 2008 with my daughters, who are now adults and off and doing their amazing things. And I've historically been in restaurant management, billing, and accounts receivable. It's been my work background. Since getting into this business, I started initially thinking that I was going to get into the restaurant business because that's what I did. That's what I do. I can crunch the numbers, inventory, all of that stuff. I knew it like the back of my hand. That's what I actually went to college for, hotel restaurant management. And so I entered that field. I found that I was, a single mother working 2 jobs, and it was difficult to think about something an entrepreneur. So when I was thinking about it, I figured it would just go naturally with the flow of what I already knew, which was the restaurant industry. My daughters love to cook, so they could be back of the house, I could be front of the house. No, I would be back of the house, they would be front of the house. But I would manage, and they would be the talent. So as I was thinking about that, and how I was going to manifest that, it was just, something that seemed like it was, far off because of the costs involved, the startups involved. And, so it just seemed like a dream that was always going to remain a dream. And then I connected with someone that introduced me to the travel industry. And, I didn't travel much as a child. Like, lived in Arizona, we traveled to Texas or California, and that was the extent of my travels. And my daughters and I went on a cruise for my oldest high school graduation, and that's when I really fell in love with travel. So, maybe travel can be something that I explore after the girls graduate and things like that. So still wasn't something at the time that I was actively looking into. As far as starting a business, I just kind of wanted to get the backgrounds of it. How can I do it? And I wasn't sure. So when I was introduced to this business, I really saw the opportunity for me to change my lifestyle, go from a single mom working two jobs, and actually have a business that I could leave my girls. I didn't want them to see me working two jobs and then following those same footsteps, thinking that they had to work two jobs to make things happen. This business has really changed me personally, because I wasn't someone that Carmen could call me up and say, hey, you got a time to give a testimony? Nope, I'm not doing that. But, being connected with the right people that can pull things out of you that you don't know that you have is just an amazing opportunity. This particular opportunity, this business has really stretched me, has opened my eyes to the world of travel and the opportunity to travel. And I'm not going to stop. So, that's going to be my legacy that I pass on to my girls is, the opportunity to stretch yourself, grow yourself, take yourself, to a place where you can imagine. And when you're actually there, you can realize that your dreams, can come true. And this is the vehicle that I'm using to do that.
I love it. Thank you so much, Wendy, for sharing that. So, guys, we have the evidence. People have really taken this opportunity to the next level. And just remember that I'm a true believer that two jobs is for two people, and investing in yourself, investing in the business is definitely a better option. So, thank you so much, Lanisha, for co hosting with me today, our session of Travelpreneurs. And please get back to the person that invited you and get more information. Ask them to share the big picture with you so that you can really see the potential of what can happen with your life as a travelpreneur. You all have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, Coach. Have an awesome day. And thank you to the iPhone. If you're still here, I see your comment. So as Coach Carmen mentioned, I know you said that you would love to master your storytelling on IG.